Well, good afternoon, everybody. Yes, we're back in Virtual Pool 4. Yes, we've got another match in the 2021 8-Ball World Championships, and there it is there. Just about to start in about 6 minutes' time. It's the winner's side match, round 5 match between Semipro and Bedhead, race to 11. And the bad news for either of those two guys is they have to play Stub next. And that will be the hot seat match. Good afternoon to Dwight, good afternoon to Hazad. Steve will be joining Discord in a few minutes. I'll just tab out and bring him in once I hear his voice. That's basically it. Where's the thing? What's the one I'm looking for? That's what I'm looking for. SB /SB for show banners. And then we can get to the page. So, there we are on the one loss side. Larry, having survived and come through very strongly against Spectre Dawn, an 8-5 winner. And he's going to be waiting for a loser to come through from the winner's side, I believe. I think I worked that out. No, tell a lie, he's playing Cobra, is he? No, he's not. He's waiting for a loser to come through. Cobra's waiting for the winner of the Larry match. That's what it is. You know, once Larry gets a loser coming through, he'll have to play them, and then the winner of that match will play Cobra. And the winner's side is fairly straightforward. As I said, Stub is there, and this match up top is going to decide who is going to be playing Stub. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Chimpy, not Cloggy. So, well, Bedhead doesn't want to listen to this, but his fellow Swede, Albinario, is predicting an 11-9 win for Semipro. He did that on Facebook, I've got proof. Good afternoon to Semipro. I hope you're not going to hang about in the stream. In fact, I should have banned him, that way it would stop him coming in. Quick blow of the nose. Yeah, well, I don't care who wins, I just hope it's a good quality match. I'm expecting a good quality match. And I can hear something rumbling in the background, just give me a sec.
I'll be right back.
Okay, right, Steve's just getting himself set. It's about 3 minutes to go. And Bedhead was in a room earlier on there. I think he was warming up. I see McNamara's there from his Friday night 9-ball exploits. And we may well get a few more people dropping in. There might be some people who had seen the match on the bracket and it was due to start an hour later, but that got changed yesterday. It had to be brought forward an hour. I presume Bedhead's got something cropped up, so he has to make it an hour earlier, but we're all set to go. And the other good news is, I just found out the score in the Moscone Cup about half an hour ago. I was just trawling about on Facebook, because I had to go to bed last night and I didn't have time to check. I see the European team won 11-6. Well, good luck, Semipro. And Shane Van Boning lost, or he was in the match that eventually gave Europe the title. He lost, I think, in a final rack decider. Can't remember who he was playing, but he got beat 5-4. And John Higgins flattened Ronnie O'Sullivan this afternoon. I saw that. 6 frames to 1, I believe it was. John Higgins was, well, he was playing to his good standard, and if he plays to his good standard, he's going to beat most people. Good afternoon to Spud Boy. Good afternoon to Mark. And who is it that's playing tonight? Because, I mean, this match will be over and I'll be able to see some of the snooker before I go to bed. Who is it that's playing tonight? I'm trying to think. Somebody will remember. Right, so we are just knocking on the door of 6 o'clock. We'll have the lag for the break. It's alternate break, remember, for any newcomers. And we've seen how big a part the good luck and the bad luck works in the break in this game. It's vital. Oh, look at Brissell. Yeah, he's having a decent run the last 2 or 3 weeks, Brissell. It's about time. I mean, I remember watching videos of him on YouTube making 147 when he was about 12-year-old. There we go, the room is up. So time for everybody to get their predictions typed out. I think they're lagging off at the moment, maybe. Oh no, here we go, we've just made it. And Semi-Pro's at the bottom of the screen. I'm getting the hang of this thing now. So, Bedhead at the top of the screen, Semi-Pro at the bottom of the screen. We've got the white lines, which I'm happy about, and some people aren't, but I don't care. Right, Bedhead's won the lag, and here we go. And Witt, good afternoon. He's predicting the same, well, the same score, but he's going for Bedhead. Oh, and Dwight's sitting in the fence slightly. He's going for a final rack decider. And going for Bedhead as well. Well, Semi-Pro asked me, I think, was it Friday Night 9-Ball? He asked me, he said, who do you think will win? I says, well, I'll tell you something. I said, if you're going to lose, you're going to beat yourself. You know, if he has a couple of dodgy runs or something, he'll probably start. You know, as soon as he starts typing stuff in the chat, you know he's getting to himself. So we'll see how that works out. But anyway, Bedhead's got a couple of balls in the break. And he's having a look at the solid over the pocket. And of course we've got 3 gathered around the 8 ball down here. We've got 1 over the corner pocket as well. So he's looking for an angle in that 2 ball, I think. Maybe to break them. He doesn't really need to though. I mean, he can get below them. Well, there's a name I don't recognise. Chemachu. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is where you are. Steve must be making a 3-course dinner here, a 3-course lunch. Oh, there's Tommy. Good afternoon to Tommy. And that's a clever little shot using the rail and skimming off the, I think it was a 5 ball, just to get the breakout, but it hasn't worked out.
Okay, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Well, Bedhead won the lag. I think a couple of balls in the break, gone to the solids. Oh, it's Jose. Why has he suddenly changed his name? Chemachu is Jose McHugh, and where did you get that name from? Casting to Roku adds a ton of lag. So you can let us know what the volume's like, guys. I think everything should be fine because I haven't touched anything. All we have to make...
it should be okay, as long as my nose isn't breathing on my mouthpiece.
That's the only thing we need to worry about. If Steve lodges his mic up his left nostril again, I think everything will be fine though. Well, that breakout that Bedhead tried, it did work in one way, but he's locked up the 6 ball. And
He just played a poor safety there.
Semi, I think he's going to go for the breakout straight away here, I think. No, well, he did try it, I think.
Yeah, he didn't get there.
And he's probably going to try it from the cut in that top rail, and then he's going to have to travel back up there again, though, if he does that.
That's a little surprising. He should have been able to hit that ball. I don't know if he didn't put enough draw or English, but he should have been able to hit that ball. Watch out.
There we go. Steve is low volume again. Well,
low volume?
Well, he's perfectly loud to me. Let me just turn mine up again, see if that makes any difference. I don't know whether you're hearing what's coming through my ears or... but, you know, I haven't messed with Discord since any, 3 or 4 streams ago. I haven't touched it. But Steve's perfectly loud to me. You need new batteries again for that hearing aid, Mark. Yeah.
There, I bumped up my voice volume just a little.
Yeah, that's loud. So, Semipro escapes, but Bedhead moving in for the kill.
Yeah, well, that was a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get that breakout. Needed a bit more draw into that and a bit of spin, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it was certainly there. I'm sure it could. Yeah, I'm not sure what he did, but obviously he didn't break it up. Oh, this should be a pretty good match. I'm expecting a high-level match. So far, we've had some mistakes right off the bat, but I think these guys are going to play good.
Yeah, I would hope they'll settle down.
I think all the players are realizing that if they want to win this, they're going to have to bring something, because after watching that match with Larry and Spectre Don, that was, the level of play there was very high. These guys, need to be on their game.
And that's the question to ask you, Steve. Larry's sitting there on the one-loss side, and he's waiting for somebody to come across. I presume he's waiting for the loser of this match.
You can just, you can click on the bracket. It'll show you where it's coming from. You can click on the match in between the 2 players, and it'll show you where the transfer is from.
Well, I'll have a look in a minute. Well, this is done and dusted, right? So, if I click on Semipro, right, it's going down to Larry. So the loser of this match is going to be playing Larry.
Yep. Well, I think this is a dry break, or did he get a ball in?
Yeah, I think he got one in the corner. Yeah, 5 balls gone.
Okay.
Well, those 2 strikes both go. Nothing needs to be done with them.
Yeah, I think Stripes are sitting a little better, although, he could take solids. I think with Stripes, the only issue is more of an issue than the 2 together in the 13 and 14.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, he's then got to take a risk in getting down the table and getting on one of them.
Yeah, he's going to decide to play the 6 ball. It's going to be interesting to see what his idea is for the 1 ball, because that's the one that has to be solved.
Yeah, using the 14.
That was a good way to do it. Yep, he just played it off the ball. Little carom shot. Caroms and billiards, they come up a lot in 8 ball if you're going to try to run out, because there's usually trouble that has to be solved. That was a good play there.
Jose says he understands you better, Steve, than he does me.
Well, I'm not Scottish.
I think that deserves a banning. I'm going to kick him.
That was just a big mistake there.
Yep. The old lock himself behind the 8 ball. Yeah, I don't see where the safety's coming here.
Well, should be kicking it like the 3 ball probably. I mean, he's if he kicks it to 3 ball, he has a chance to get safe, but it's probably not gonna.
He's called the 7.
Oh, he had enough maybe to jump over the edge of the ball. Well, I think this is going to be a short work from here. I mean, there's not a whole lot of problems.
Yeah, he can drop onto that 10 ball and then just come out behind either of those two in the middle of the table. He's also got the 15 to get there as well, so he shouldn't have any major issues.
Yeah, the 13 and the 14 were the worst balls, and with the 7 out and him being where he is, those are going to be gone. Yeah, and he's probably going to, he should shoot the 12 now. He's probably going to go 12, 10, and then shoot the 11 or 9.
Shoot the 12?
Well, let me see the angle on it. Yeah, the angle on it's not great.
Yeah, it's a bit tight.
Yeah. And he's not on a great angle to get there. I think he's going to shoot it now. That's the last little bit of problem is the 12 ball, and that's gone. The rest of it's pretty straightforward.
Now he might be 10 ball, then 15, and then 9 into the side or the left side.
Yeah, I mean you could do it either way. I actually like shooting a 15 last just because the shape's very easy from there. The 9, if you get funny on it, could be more of a problem. Yeah, see, he can just stop this, and then he's got an angle where he can just float up to shoot the 8 in the same pocket as the 15. And he's looking the other way, and I kind of don't understand that because it's a stop shot, and then it's a shot with just a rolling ball shot on the 15. I don't see why you would ever shoot this 15 first.
Yeah, just kill it.
Yeah, now you just roll it up there and shoot the 8 in the same pocket as the 15. Yeah, I mean that's a simple way. When you do simple like that, it's hard to screw up.
Yeah, one of the most important rules in any game is keep it simple. And 2-0, well, good start.
Some of the best advice I ever got when I was asking about how to play certain shots was a friend that was a champion telling me, always look to shoot the shot where the cue ball wants to go. Mm-hmm. You know, if that doesn't work, then you have to do something. But it's better to let the cue ball go where it wants to because it's easier to control those shots.
Yeah, as soon as you start fiddling about with English, you always make the shot more difficult.
And if you watch the pros play, you know, you'll see them do that. They don't like to have to spin the ball a lot. I mean, it comes up, but especially if you watch them play 8-ball. I was watching Efren and Earl Strickland play a match. It was from 2015 last night. Race to 17 8-ball is a great match. But watching those guys play 8-ball, it's 8-ball on the 10-footer too. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, they played great. It was pretty impressive.
That would have been Earl's idea for the 10-footer. Yeah, he likes the 10-footer.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it was Earl's homeroom at the time. It was Steinway Billiards.
Steinway, yeah.
That's where he was.
Steinway, where we stole their carpet.
Yeah. Well, it's looking
I don't see a problem here.
pretty good here. Yeah.
I mean, this has got 3-0 written all over it.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he's going to do here. I mean, the 14 and 10 are a little fun. The 14, 10, and 15, those are all balls that, can get you in trouble. But he's got a lot of options.
Yeah, a little nudge.
And there's a lot of balls on the table. Smart players are usually going to play shape where if they don't quite get where they wanted to, they've got another ball to shoot at.
Now, he's having a good look round. Well, in that case, then it's. I'm not. I'm not so keen in taking this 13 ball and then getting on the 8 unless he gets really good on it just to roll through.
He got funny on the 15, and that's the problem with these balls extending from the side pocket. Is all of a sudden he gets a little funny, and now he's, because I'm sure he wanted to roll up and play the 12 ball, but
yeah,
and luckily he's still got the 13 left, or he'd really be in trouble. See what he's going to do here.
He's going to end up taking the 13.
Yeah, I would probably try to hit this with inside English and come between the 7 and the 5 myself.
You got to watch exactly how much you get into this, though.
Oh yeah, I mean you can definitely hook yourself here. Just got to hit it good. This is one of those have to perform moments.
No, he's just looking to drop into the space, and he's got there.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Now the problem that Semi's got is whether he feels he's going to have to start pushing the boat out to chase down Bedhead, and then just play into Bedhead's hands doing that and maybe making mistakes. Got to be patient. But a good break and run wouldn't do him any harm if he can get that. He's got a ball, got a start. Oh, but look where he's landed. Well, I think he's on the 10. Not that he's going to have many choices. And the stripes aren't bad. He's got no choice, though. That's the thing. He's only got the stripes to go for.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's the way it's going to be. I mean, you can play safe right off the bat, but
the only thing is now all his work's up the table. 8 ball's got a clear path past the 6, so there isn't any problem potting the 8, so he should be out.
well, the interesting thing here is my mistake count right now is Bedhead's got 1 with a bad save. Semi's got 2 should have run outs, which I only count as 1/3. 1/3 is bad. And Bedhead's drilling them. So, so far the level of play in this match has been pretty high. Semi hasn't done a whole lot wrong, and he's down 3-0. Boy, that was good speed there.
Well, he's got to be careful with this one.
He just wants to spin this. This is one of those, you roll it and spin it. You just got to open it up off the end rail.
And he needs to just check up here. He's into that awkward area.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I find those shots like that harder on VP than real life.
I've seen him, many players getting caught out with those little blind pocket shots.
Yeah, when you can't see the pocket, I mean, I shoot those real well in real life, and I can't make them worth a damn on VP.
8 ball in the break. And there's an interesting thing, Steve. The whatever ball that is, the 11 ball's covering the 8 ball spot.
The 13 ball is, yeah.
So the 8 ball's down. I think Bedhead's got an option here. Oh no, wait a minute. There we go. I thought that took a while to come up. I don't know, what was he doing? Was he getting an option to re-break or something there, maybe?
I don't remember the rule on that.
Yeah, it took a while for the 8 ball to come up. So obviously its spot isn't blocked.
I don't think there's a I don't think there's a re-break option on that. I think that's only on a bad break, but I could be wrong. I can never keep the rules straight.
Hang on a minute. Is the 8 ball spot on that second diamond up the rail? Because
it can't spot. The 13 was on the spot, so it's spotted behind it.
Ah, right. Let's see if it's a touching ball like the snooker one. Yes, it's near enough. That was interesting. Oh, Larry says yes, there is an option, so I believe everything Larry says. Anyway, Bedhead on his solids. And of course, well, when we look at that 8 ball, I think is way too tight to be trying anything fancy to actually cut that. So he's got adjacent balls for a little nudge here or there.
Yeah, that's a perfect angle there.
What, perfect angle to break out the 8?
No, it's not a perfect angle to break the 8 out. Well, it is if he wants to shoot in the corner, which, may have been a smart move to do there. Shoot that in the corner, break the 8 out, then shoot the 2.
Because he's run out of balls again here.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he didn't try to break it out there. I mean, that is typically what, good players typically aren't too worried about missing balls. I mean, it's always there, but, a good player is not going to think, gee, I'm not going to shoot that up in the corner because I might miss it. They're going to shoot it up in the corner and break the balls out. I'm not sure why he didn't right there.
Yeah, they're going to shoot it because it's the right shot to open the game up and go for the kill.
Yeah, now he's got real trouble because getting on that 2 ball where he can break that. I mean, that was a big mistake there. Well, I don't count those as mistakes, but that was he didn't make the right play, and it may cost him. I mean, the thing about 8 ball that's different than something like 9 ball is in 9 ball, you can always duck and play safe. In 8 ball, you get to the point where you don't have any balls left on the table. It's pretty hard to play safe. So
yeah, those
strategy mistakes in 9 ball won't hurt you as much because you can always play a safe when there's 2 or 3 balls left. But he's pretty much going to be done here if he can't get that 8 ball out. Yeah, and it's just, the situation is just getting worse.
Well, he's done Semipro a favour. He's opened up his slight problem.
Yeah, so, it doesn't do any good to make the 5 here. I think, maybe try to position it. He does have a shot. He could actually make this and break it out. He could shoot the 2-railer and suck it back and break it out. He could 2-rail the 5 ball into the corner, the 1 pocket shot, and draw the cue ball back into the 13-8. He did have a shot there. And I think he probably should have gone for that because that play is not going to do it.
Well, he's got Semi with two options, two choices to try and break this 13. He's not sitting great at the moment.
I'm not sure what he's looking at. I mean, he just needs to get a good shot on the 10 or 11. And he can do that right now.
Oh dear. Is he going to be nailed on it? Well,
I'm not sure what he was thinking there. I mean, I would have just brought the ball out, shot the 10, and slid out across. I mean, I think he was maybe trying to get it wide of that and shoot the 11 next. I doubt he was actually trying to hit that 13-8 now.
Yeah, he doesn't fancy running that ball up into the corner.
Why is the stream so far behind? He hasn't even shot the 9 ball in the stream. Well, he just shot it.
Are you on Twitch?
Yes.
Well, Twitch is usually a lot faster than YouTube.
By
4 or 5 seconds.
Behind by like 10 or 12 seconds right now, I think. It might need a restart or something. I don't know. I mean, right now we're 2 balls behind on the stream.
I've not got the stream up. But it's unusual unless it's, I don't know, unless it's busy. Well, this is the one that can always go wrong. We've seen it 100 times. Oh, pace looks reasonably good. Just needs to slow up. He's getting to that awkward one. So Semipro,
right, well,
he'll settle down now. He's 2 on the board, 1 behind, and the break.
Yeah, I mean he's played well. I mean he got behind early, but it wasn't from. I mean he made some minor mistakes, but it wasn't. He didn't do terrible things or anything. I mean it was just things didn't go his way. He didn't get out a couple times when he probably should have, and Bedhead's playing well.
Well, the guys are saying that Twitch is lagging a bit. That's unusual for Twitch.
Well, it hasn't even shot the 8 ball for the last game yet on Twitch. I mean, the last game is still being played on Twitch.
That is strange. I mean, this is sort of getting to peak time UK side, so I don't know whether the amount of traffic's causing it or whatever, but I've certainly got nothing running other than VP4.
Well, Twitch keeps buffering. It's buffering for me right now. I keep seeing it buffering.
Well, maybe you guys better move over to YouTube, see if it's any better. That'll be unusual. Anyway, Semipro looking good here to square the match. Now, is that tempted fate? The only problem ball really is the 1 ball. Oh dear. Well, there's a big fail. Big fail. He's going to be annoyed at that.
Yep, that was a missed ball.
Now, is that Potman? That's Potman, isn't it? Roll Cage, or am I getting mixed up again? Or does Potman have a Potman name on YouTube? I can't remember. Twitch is behind YouTube. Well, there's a first. Well,
YouTube's actually better than Twitch right now.
Right, well, everybody move over to YouTube if you want a better stream at the moment. You know how to find me. You just go to YouTube and type in 9ball.com. You'll find me. Well, that's a big miss by Semipro. You know, odds on certainty. I think I cursed him there when I said that. I think that was commentator's curse again. He should have been 3-all. But 8-ball is wide open into the side pocket. Again, just the 1-ball's a slight hamper where it is, but you'd expect Bedhead to work it out. Marks.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna need to. He's going to need to run the cue ball probably back down table from the 9 to shoot the 8. I mean, he's this.
Mark says the volume's better on YouTube.
I think the key here now is getting on this 9 ball the right way.
Oh, he's going to finish.
I like how he's on it. Well, maybe not. Well, that rolled too far. I think he still may be okay. Let's see here. Yeah, this is going to be a little tricky, but I think he can come up short of the 1 ball. He's just got to manage the speed. Yeah, he's going the other side of it. That I don't particularly like. He's got the shot. If I was shooting this shot, I'd miss it. I think he'll make it.
Well, there's a let off for Semipro.
Oh boy, yep, that hurt. I mean, I think that shot is kind of tricky. That back cut in the side pocket.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to obviously hit it to the far side of the pocket to give it every chance to go in. You just hit the point. But that all came about by going way too low on the low side or the top side of the 9 ball.
Yeah, well, I thought he could have come up short of the 1 with the angle he had. I mean, he was going to have to roll it, but I thought he could have and would have been a better shot.
Well, Semipro will be relieved.
Well, everybody's going to make some mistakes. You know, the question is who's going to make more, because that's probably who's going to lose.
Well, the break goes back to Bedhead. Chance to redeem himself. And now a word of warning to everybody on YouTube. I removed Stub from the banned list on YouTube, so be prepared.
Oh boy.
I did that earlier today. I just haven't told him. It's up to him to find out. Now then. Well, obviously the 2 solids down table on the left side are blocking the 13 to that pocket. I think when you look at the pink 12, it goes into the side, although the 6 is adjacent.
I think he's going to end up taking the solids.
Well, that's what I was thinking. He could just play the little combo there or keep them there as a guard. Mind you, you have to. Let's have a look at that as a combo. That's a bit. No, that's a bit.
He can shoot the 4 ball.
Can he get it?
He doesn't have to play a combo. He doesn't have to shoot it now, but he'll be able to shoot the 4 ball. And that opens up the 3 ball, and he's just going to need to get to the 4 ball relatively soon.
No. What's Bedhead?
6-4, or he could just go 4 right now. I'm not sure I'd shoot the 2 now. That's what he's going to do.
Mark's talking about an 8-inch black and white television. I'll tell you a little story. No, it's not a story, but I always remember getting my first portable TV in my bedroom, and it was a black and white Sanyo television. I think it was a 12-inch screen. And Mark, do you remember? What do you think the first thing is that I saw on that television? Mark's old enough to remember. I'll give you a clue. What was his name? Him that used to play for Everton and he went to Germany. There's a clue. Well, he's got rid of the 4. 3 ball either into the side or up table. Not Crossroads. You know, if he takes the 1, the problem with that is he's got to just dab that 1 ball in to just hold nice for the 3.
That's a little tricky. I think he's going to shoot the 3. It's just, there's less finesse required there.
I got the stun right into the table and just straight back for the 8 ball. I don't know what the angle's like here. Is you just going to the rail and coming out? Yeah. Go to the rail and come out. Right across the table. Don't underhit it. And don't hook yourself anywhere near the 9.
Boy, there sure are a lot of don'ts coming out of you.
Yeah. Well, he's just, well, he's going to have to obviously either play it long or cut it, but he could have been slightly better than this if we're going to be hypercritical.
You know, I'm going to say don't. You don't want to say don't. Like, if you're playing, you don't want to be saying don't go behind the 9, because your brain doesn't hear don't. It just hears go behind the 9.
Exactly, yep. It happens. You know, how many times have we seen a player and there's 1 ball on the table that you don't want to go near, and where do they end up? Right behind it.
Yep, there's a dry break. That hurts.
Well, it'll hurt a lot more if Bedhead can deal with this setup. If you look at those, I mean, he's looking at the 2, but if you look at the rest of the solids, I don't see a problem.
Yeah, I like the solids way better than the stripes.
I mean, you've got those 4 balls in this half of the table, and again, the good thing about that is the 8 balls in an awkward place guarded by these stripes, but that won't matter. The 8 ball's open into the side. So take care of business down here, and then...
8 ball's open in the corner too, once that 3's gone. So, I mean, I'm expecting to go something like 5-3. He might shoot the 7 after the 5, but I think he's going to go, 5-6, and then probably the 4 ball. 4 ball, 3 ball, 1 ball maybe. I don't usually leave balls in the middle of the table like the 7 to the end, but I think he needs to...
Yeah, he doesn't want to be messing about.
6 ball now. You know, he's going to decide to do this, which is fine. It's just a little tricky here, these 3 balls. I mean, you can get wrong on these and be in trouble.
Well, this is the one where you don't want to be, potting that 1 ball and nudging the 4 anywhere, if you can help it.
Well, that's why he wanted to shoot the 4 before the 1, and he's not in that spot. I don't know if he put English on that or if he just didn't put enough. If he can hit this 15, it would be the play, or even go behind it, which is kind of tricky.
This could have a nasty outcome if he doesn't get this right.
It's very close. The problem is getting on the wrong side.
Nice.
He didn't. That's good.
He's okay. And now just squat around the corner now.
Yep. Well, the 15's blocking the side now, so now the 8 is going to have to go in the corner. There's plenty of room, but it just limits his options.
He's got to get good on this 8 ball, I'll tell you. Because
he doesn't have to get that good. I mean, the pocket's big. That 11 blocks almost none of it. But he's only got one pocket, so that you know, I mean, he has the other side pocket, but I don't think he's going to want to plan for that.
You know what he might do, Steve. Exactly what he might just. He might just drop through.
He's going to have to.
Let's have a look. He does
the problem is it doesn't go in the other corner. It only goes in the side, and he's going to hit the 11, so he's going to have to try to roll through it a little, and that's.
He can't hit this thick.
That's a little tricky.
If he hits it thick, he's not going to come off it right. There you go.
Well, he may have it in the other corner.
Yeah,
he does. Well, you know, he was making sure he got over there, and he went too far, but he's okay. It's a good thing it goes in that corner.
Yeah, that opens the gap again to 2.
Took advantage of that dry break.
Yeah, he had to work for it.
That's just a killer when you're breaking dry into other guys. I remember I played a match against Santos. 10 ball, I lost 7-5, I think. And I outplayed him the whole match. But every break he made 2 balls on the break, and every break I broke dry except for once when I made the cue ball. That's the one time I made a ball. So I ended up losing the match, and I outplayed him the whole time. I just, the break is so important. If you do not break well playing against good players, you're just in deep, deep trouble.
So combo to start.
Yeah, and they were both sitting good.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of one of those preference things because all the balls are sitting good.
Well, this rack's over. I mean, I'm giving it to him right now. I don't see where any issue is here. Everything's wide open, and he can only do something dumb that's going to stop him.
Pretty much. Let's see where he goes here. I'd be thinking about going to the 14 off of this. He's going to go to the 10. I don't like leaving the 14, 15 till last. I mean, at this point, I'd rather leave the 13 last, even though that's not the best ball in the world to be last. I mean, obviously, if you can leave the 14 last, that's really good, but it's just... It's a little tricky. See what he ends up with here. Yeah, he's trying to leave the 14 for last, and this could be screwed up here.
Lots of inside.
He's going to play this with left, and the danger is the bump off the 7, putting it on the 8 ball. You got to watch out for that.
Yep.
I mean, you're better off just bumping the 7 and leaving it down for a long shot than you are bumping it hard. Nice. And that's what he decided to do.
Got the nice little hit.
Well, that was a smart play because putting any speed on that, he could have got himself locked up. Well, so far the story of this match has been the break. I mean, they both played well. It's just Bedhead's breaking better. Here we go with another one that could be dry.
Well, that was
just
going in.
The 4 ball.
Yeah, it was heading straight in, and the 4 ball just walked across it.
Well, this is brittle, you know. You brake and the guy runs out, and then he brakes and runs out, then you brake dry again and he runs out. You know, it's like you're losing every rack. It's just, it's a terrible. This is a terrible thing. I mean, I've been there
it's
many
frustrating.
times. It's just so frustrating.
You can't get a brake, you can't get any roll in the brake, and the other guy comes in and just tidies up.
Well, that's where you almost have to start thinking of safe braking, although I think on a 10-foot table that's hard to do.
So Bedhead's on the stripes.
Yeah, they look pretty good. I mean, he's got 4 balls fairly close together down here, which, you know, can get tricky.
Now, looking at the line he's got here in the 12, he might just, yeah, I was just going to say that, just going to stun it and take the 15, but he's got to, again, control the pace here. Now, he might just drop.
He's probably going to run into the 10 ball here.
Yeah, he might, depending on how he sees it, he might, if he finds the gap, he might end up in the 11. No.
Oh, I'm not sure what he did there. I saw him hit it. He didn't put any left English on it. He needed to put left English on that.
Well, 10 still
I'm not
open.
sure what he was thinking there.
Now,
I mean, maybe he was thinking I don't want to hit the 10, but not putting left English on it just means it doesn't get any speed into the end rail and go sideways like it just did.
well, I think he's going to have to, you know, I mean, if you look at that corner pocket past the 7, he's got a third of a pocket to work with there. And
he's going to have to jack up to hit this too, because he's got to stop the ball. Unless he thinks he can get an angle on the 9 from the other side. Maybe he can. I'm thinking he can't. Yeah, he's going to jack up. Now, if he makes this, he's out.
Yeah, that was really tough to get that past the 7. So, Semipro, here's your chance.
Yeah, well, that was a should have run out error there, because when he hit that 15 ball, he didn't put any left English on it, and he needed that to get it around the corner. And I don't, you know, I think he knows that. I think he kind of went mental, because, I mean, he plays good enough, he should know that. But, you know, that's what happens in competition, is players make mistakes and do dumb things that, you know, they should know better, and they do know better, and they still do it.
I'm not quite sure what Semipro was thinking there, because the 6 ball is an issue.
Yeah, he can get on the 6 right now if he wants to. He's going to have to hit this good. Well, there was not enough English on that shot. I saw from his Q-tip from behind, and I'm thinking, is that really going to go over there? I'm not always sure on virtual pool, you know, and for real life, I'm looking at that going, that's not going to get underneath the 8, and it didn't.
He might be trying again here. No, he's going forward. Well, I'm assuming that was another attempt to get on this 6 ball.
Yeah, not a very good one. He may shoot it here though. He's got one more try if he wants with the 7, or he's going to shoot it now, and I'm not sure what he's going to do. If it was me, I'd probably shoot it now, because he's got that 4 ball out there. The cue ball is going to hit the 9.
Well, he'll take that.
Well, he got away with it. There was some luck there. But, you know, I mean, he hit a good shot, but he was playing the role there.
Well,
he got it.
Maybe he was playing the percentages. Maybe he was thinking, well, if I dry brakes, surely I've got to get a bit of running here. Took the risk. Came out of it.
Yeah, myself, I would have shot the 6 ball then, but, you know, I mean, what he's done is working out, and he needed this win.
The only problem now, though, is it's back to Bedhead as far as Semi-Pro's concerned. Still with a 2-rack lead. Race to 11.
Bedhead's probably going to break dry eventually, so, I mean, he's going to, maybe this time. Well, maybe not. See, Bedhead's doing that second ball break and hitting them pretty hard, and it's working. I mean, that corner ball on the rack fired in the hole.
We know where the issue is. 10 ball and 7 ball. I mean, obviously they go up table, but everything's all blocking there at the moment. But
I think the 10 ball will go in a corner pocket there. You can't hit it very hard, though. You're going to have to spin it in.
It's a squeeze. Going for the break.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It's the old Chinese snooker. Cut the 10 ball in.
Well, he's still got the 10 ball.
This
is going to be a fun shot, though.
This is exactly where Bedhead wants him. These are the type of shots he likes. He likes to make it difficult for himself.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would have done that. I might have played to actually hit the 10 ball. It would have gone. You just had to get right on it.
Well, this is the type of opportunity that you not only hope for when you're in Semi-Pro's position, but it's when you get it, you know you have to take it out. And they'll be wanting to get on that 4 ball fairly soon, I would think.
Well,
and I suppose it's simple enough just to cut it in. Now, what's happened to Semi-Pro? Is he gone? Have we got a... Oh, there he is. I thought we'd a disconnect there.
I think he's just going to... Wow, he decided to hit it hard.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't.
Down and shoot the 5 ball.
I don't know why he's thinking that. If the 5 balls... I mean, the 5 ball's not exactly perfect to get good in the 8 unless he just drops behind it to cut it down the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, well, he may feel like, he wants to leave it up there to get to the 8 ball. But, yeah, there's other ways. I mean, you really just got to get up behind it. You got, most likely the 1 corner pocket that you're going to shoot it in. But, it looks like he's going to leave the 5 for last, and he best get on it the right way.
Yeah, he wants to be right down on that rail. That's probably the best position that will give you the easiest option or opportunity to get on the 8, but he didn't want to be doing that, though.
No. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. He was going back up for the 5. I think he probably realized he should have shot the 5 earlier and tried to go back up and get it, and obviously he didn't want to run into the 8 ball.
Well, this is it's now become a lot less simple.
I'm not sure what he's doing now. I mean,
well, it's going to be put it this way, it's going to be a good shot to get not only onto the 3 good, but to get up this table and get behind that 8 ball.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, of those balls that were down there, the 1, 6, and the 3 was the worst one to have as the last ball. The 1 and 6 were both better because they both had paths to get up table that were pretty easy. This is not so easy.
Well,
I think, wow.
Well, he's limited because he can only hit the top half of the cue ball, so he's got to cut this and hope he misses those 3 balls and comes across the table twice. That's all he can do.
He didn't hit it hard enough.
No, and he's going to scratch. Well, there you go.
He needed to hit that with a lot of speed to get it back around, and he probably was going to end up on top of the 8 ball at best doing that. But I mean, now,
there was an inevitability about that because it all started going pear-shaped very early on, and then the ultimate sucker punch is a scratch, and that's a good opportunity gone.
He definitely didn't hit that anywhere near hard enough. I mean, those balls weren't in play if he hit it with some speed.
And then, of course, running into that 8 ball earlier on there, that made it even more difficult.
Yeah, I think, it was just, not a good pattern, that match, and he probably knows it. I mean, that's the thing, is it's easy to sit here and commentate and watch it. When you're playing, things look different.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the same. I mean, you can get in real trouble mentally when you're playing. I've been in situations where I've had like a 4 or 5 ball run out with no problems at all, and all of a sudden, and have ball in hand, and you start looking at it and you're thinking, man, this is really hard. And when it starts looking hard when it's not, that's when you're really in trouble.
Well, this is going to be another sore one for Semipro. Self-inflicted damage. That's what you don't want to be doing.
Yeah, well, especially when you're behind.
Well, I suppose the only good thing is the break goes back to Semi. But this is where he has to start turning the match from here. He's trailing by 3, and he has to break and run out. Simple as that. And it doesn't look good.
Well, it's interesting because he's breaking on the second ball, but you know what? I'll tell you guys something. If you're breaking like this and you're having problems, like he hit just the second ball there. Sometimes if you can just clip that head ball lightly, so it's like 90% second ball, 10% head ball, that will change the break a lot. And sometimes that break works really well, just getting a very slight clip on that head ball.
Mm-hmm. You always need that little change up, little tweak here and there. See if something will work for you.
Yeah, well, Bedhead's been a little closer to the long rail, and I don't know if he clipped the head ball last time or not. I don't remember, but yeah, you've definitely got to do something different.
So, 1 ball goes down the rail. He's seriously considering the solids. 3 ball goes past the whatever ball that is it a 13? So
yeah, well, he decided he didn't like the solids, and I think the stripes are fine. You're just going to need to get to that 13-12 situation fairly early. I believe the 12 ball goes in both corners. Yeah, it does. So, he's got a lot of ways to do this, but he's got to get on that 13 ball pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a critical shot coming up.
Well, one thing you might want to do here, and there's some risk involved, is run into the 12 with a little bit of speed. You're probably gonna get a shot on the 12 or 13. But he didn't decide to do that. Now maybe he will. I would have done a last shot.
Now, is he going to try and, what's he doing with the cue ball here?
I would think he's going to try to run into this 12 ball.
It looks as if he's heading that direction.
The thing is it was a lot better last shot because he had more angle, which was going to be easier to control the cue ball, get on the line you want, which he did not.
Well, it's a thin cut in the 9, and hoping they still can see this 12.
Yeah, this is looking ugly. This is not a good situation. I mean,
and there's nowhere to hide.
No, I mean, he's going to have to try to run into the 13 ball here. And that's a tough shot. That's how much of a piece of this 9 ball you get is going to influence the line a lot. Oh, he hit it really hard too. I was thinking
he needs to slow up
the 13 with medium speed.
Well,
now he's shooting a 13 in the corner.
No, I think he's lining up the combo. He's looking at it.
I'd probably shoot the 13 in the corner. He's going to shoot the combo. Well, I hate combos, so I'd be firing at the other one myself. But
I mean, this is good, as long as he plays it at the right pace, because he wants to just roll it to the pocket if the worst comes to the worst.
Now the problem is he's going to get a shot on the 13.
Is it going to hold? No. Well,
Yeah.
this is this little glimmer of hope here for Semipro, but again, he's under pressure. He has to deliver. Oh dear. Well, I'm afraid that ain't going to work. I think he should have
What the
took
heck
his.
was that?
I think he should have took his time there and just got his bearings.
He just flat out missed the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he cut it to the rail and it was coming away from the pocket. So,
I mean, in that situation, if you're not comfortable or there's any doubt, play safe. I mean, you got all those balls to hide behind.
yeah, I mean, that is just sold this one right down the river.
Well, it's been a problem with Semi in the past. In these tournaments, is he may be going along this great, then he has a match like this where he's just doesn't play well, and part of that may be obviously part of it's the braking, but maybe the braking's getting to him and he's letting it bother him or something. I don't know. It's hard to explain missing that last shot.
Yeah, I just don't think he took enough time just to look at the table and settle in the shot, because he took it too quick. I mean, that is just a gift of an opportunity thrown away. And I heard something drop, as long as it wasn't the cue ball.
It wasn't. So now the issue is the 5-10, and he doesn't really in a good position to play the combo here.
Yeah, this is not good for a run out. Let's just say that. I mean, it's.
Well, I'll tell you this. I personally would rather have the solitaire, and the reason why is that 5-ball will go. So you just need another solid to hit into the 10-ball.
Yeah, you've got a combo, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, getting on one is not necessarily going to be easy the way the balls are sitting. Obviously, the 4-ball is your best bet, but he may have to shoot that one to take the solids. So, I mean, the 3 is blocked by the 13, which leaves you the 2 or the 6, and getting a shot at those where he can run into the 10 is going to be pretty tough. So I think he's going to end up taking these stripes.
Oh dear, I thought he'd scratched there. He got away with it.
Yeah, that was a pretty out of control shot. He's got the 13. The question is.
So how's he going to deal with this this 10-ball then? Is he going to come down and leave a bank, or is he going to try and run into it? He's got opportunities if he can get good in a ball.
The way the balls are sitting is tough. I mean, I'm looking at these balls trying to see how he's going to break it out. I mean, he can go from the back of the 13. The front of the 13 it would be hard because of where the 8-ball's sitting. The 14 and the 9 would be tough. I mean...
Well, I noticed this.
I was looking at the stripes. Yeah, but for the solids, he's got it right now. He shoot the 4-ball. That's what I'd be doing. Maybe he's going to play for the 4-ball here.
Well, I think he's going to drop down just... Well, maybe not.
No. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to do anything but hit the 4-ball into the 10.
I thought he might have wanted to run through a bit further, but he's going to have to line it up.
I mean, this shot can definitely be missed, but it's not, and he just did. It was not a gimme. Yeah, see, I don't count a ball like that as a missed ball, because even though that was sitting pretty good, it was still not any gimme. Yeah, you're playing what you guys call a triple. And even an easy triple is not easy.
Well, it's going to be interesting, this 10-ball.
Yeah, I mean, this is by no means over.
I mean, this is that's the only lifeline that Semi-Pro has at the moment. And bear in mind, obviously, Bedhead's other 3 balls are all up table, so...
I mean, he can just stop this shot on the 15 ball and shoot the 9 and come down for the 10, run into the 4. He's not going to do that. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's leaving himself more angle. He's almost got to shoot the 9 ball here. What's he doing? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong guy.
Semi at the table, who's hooked.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong colors. Whoops.
Oh, well, there's the biggest fail there. Oh, well, that's a...
No, it's pretty hard to jump a ball from there. I'm not sure why he didn't just try to kick at it, because...
I forgot he's got ball in hand, so that takes care of that issue. He's made the biggest mistake there by moving the 10 ball, but it doesn't matter now that he's filled. It's ball in hand. Wow.
Yeah, he's really struggling here, and
I
can feel for it because I've been there.
Did you see that there, Steve? That was Bedhead that missed the pot. He missed
the ball.
He missed the stripe into the corner of the 12 ball. Semi-Pros.
Well, I had the corner out of view, but I wasn't even thinking he could possibly miss that. He had ball in hand.
Well, he missed it. Unbelievable. And Semi-Pro, I'll tell you something. You know what I say? It's strange how funny things change a match. And Bedhead just did a proper brain fart there.
Yeah. Well, it happens, but it's embarrassing. I remember I hadn't played pool for a year and a half because of COVID, and me and my buddy went to this little tournament, and I'm playing somebody that I should beat, and he comes by, and I just finished losing the first game, and he says, "How's it going?" And I said, "Well," I've missed 3 balls in the first rack, and 2 of them were with the ball in hand. It's like, I mean...
You don't want to admit that, Steve.
You just can't, you can't believe it when it's happening, but it does.
You don't say that in public. You just keep that between you and your buddy.
Well, I mean, but, when your brain goes funny, and, when you haven't been playing, it's real easy to go funny. I mean, Semi-Pros, he's in a funny state of mind right now. Yeah, he's not firing on all cylinders.
And he ain't got a ball again, I don't think. Yep.
No. He's got to be pulling his hair out.
Well, I think Stubbs got nothing to fear at the moment.
Well, I wouldn't expect either one of these guys to play like this in the next match. I mean, Semi's definitely played worse, and the score reflects that.
And how's he going to try and do anything crazy with this 7 ball and run into the 10 and 5 and hope he gets lucky and get on a shot and doesn't need to touch the 2 and 6. I think the 2 and 6 both go. Yep, he's tried that. He didn't try to break the 2 and 6, he tried to break that 5 ball. And
the problem with that shot is you got to hit that with, needed to hit that with right English, drawn right. Because when you draw the ball with inside English, it's going to grab quicker. Because it curved around the 10-5. So you got to hit it with inside English to get it to pull back quicker. And you still got to control the speed. If you hit it
going again.
Hard, it's still going to curve some.
He's going again, but I
think he got away with it.
He's on the 4. And he might as well just drop through for the 1 while he's there.
I think that would be wise, but he may or may not.
I can't believe he'll leave the 1. I mean, okay, he can play the 1 up the top pocket, but he can drop behind the 1 right now while he's there, and that takes care of that.
Yeah, that's a smart play.
Let's have a look at what angle he's left himself. Well, no, I think that's why he's decided against it. It's a wee bit tricky cut. He didn't go through far enough.
Well, this is looking funny all of a sudden. He is in a funny position here.
No.
It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Is he trying to brush through past that 5 to play it back into this corner? Yes, he is.
Yeah, the problem is his angle is not conducive to getting on the 1.
Well,
that was the problem with the roll throws. You get the angle going the wrong way.
Now, if he really thumped this, he could go around the corner pocket here. He looks as if he's putting left on this, is he?
Well, I mean, he can get there. It's just this is going to be wild and crazy in doing it.
Yeah, I think he'd need the amp on here to smack this in and stun right into the right corner, like that.
He could shoot the 1 ball here. He's got that choice of shooting the 1 ball.
Let's see
it
what
might
he does.
Be better just to shoot the 1 ball with low right English and spin it around the 14 and come back out in the middle of the table and shoot the 5. I mean, I don't really like this 5 ball. Yeah, he's not going to get there.
No, I think he was maybe too straight. Well, Semipro lives again. Unless Bedhead can get the kick to work.
Yeah, I think he should have shot the 1 ball there, because if he would have shot the 1 ball, you know, the position was pretty easy. The shot was a little trickier, but the position was pretty easy.
The question is how much has Semipro's confidence been dented with that? Horrible.
I don't think there's a lot of confidence left, but you know, sometimes you get to the point where you just say, "Oh, screw it," and you start playing good. And
well, he's not.
I think that's what he needs about now.
Yeah, he's not far off that point. Any guys still watching this? Well, Hairpig's still in Twitch by the look of it. So has Twitch settled down? Do we know? Or did everybody move over to YouTube? Is he stunning across off this 11? You don't want to be hitting firm stun shots if you can help it.
He just keeps getting himself in funny positions after funny position. You know, he's just not quite got the right angle, or he's on the wrong side of it. Okay, he's finally in a good position. This isn't bad.
I presume just a roll through for the 9 into the right, unless he's going to stun it. Yeah.
And he got a little funny again.
Yeah, well, you know what you don't do here, and I've said it again. Don't
say it.
Don't run in behind the 1 like that. Oh.
Well, at least he put some speed on it, because
oh dear,
you don't want to hit that easy.
I can guarantee he was panicking when it was heading that direction.
Well, you know, in spite of where his head's been, I mean, it's 8-6, and he could be right back in this match, especially if this ends up being a tie break.
Cue ball. Well, there you go, Semi. There is your gilt edge opportunity, ball in hand, and look at the way these balls are set.
Yeah, I mean, this is a beautiful table.
Yeah.
So
come to the party.
See which ones he decides to take. It looks like he's going to take stripes, which I think are probably slightly better.
8 balls wide open, 2 stripes down the bottom.
Yeah, and right off the bat, he's funny.
It might end up.
Yeah, maybe he was trying to make sure he had angle to get to the 12, because that would be a good time to do it right now. Yep. I think that's what he was playing all along.
Now you're a bit sort of betwixt and between, as they say. The thing is that is it somehow going to end up being the 10 ball, the last ball up the table for the 8 and the rail? Because he's still got the 1 in the middle of the table as well to get to.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the end of the world. I'd expect he's going to shoot the 9 next. Well, maybe not.
Now I don't know. See, I
See,
don't know
now
what.
he's funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't know whether he played for the 9 or whether he played for the 11. If that's the 11 in the middle of the table or the 13.
I would have been playing for
Oh
the 9
dear.
because
Dear,
if you played
yeah.
for the 9, the play for the 9, you could always shoot the 10 afterwards if you couldn't get to the 13.
Well, look where he's got himself now. He's dead and buried.
No, I think he must have been playing for the 13. I mean, he hit that so hard. I mean, yeah, I mean, he should have been trying to get pretty straight on that 9. And if he gets a little angle back, he goes to the 13 or he goes to the 10. You know, if you go to the 10, then you can shoot the 13 on the other side. I mean, there was... And that's what I keep talking about balls extended from the side pocket. That's what can happen with them is, you know, it looks real easy until you get in a spot he did, and then all of a sudden you realize you're screwed.
Well, it could have finished in a worse spot. He's not got a particularly overly easy starter. I mean, he's got the 7, he's got the cut and the 4.
He can play safer if he wants. I mean, that's the thing, is he does not have to shoot this. I mean, all he's got to do is like run off of the 3 ball behind the 5, and you know, it's not easy.
Well, again, what did we say after the dry break and the way the table was set? And it's a chance that's come and gone for Semi. He's had his chances. He can't say he didn't get them.
Well, yeah,
dry breaks or not, you know, dry breaks or not, he's had his chances and he's blown pretty much all of them. He's 2-3 racks short if he'd taken those chances.
Well, I mean, he's made some big mistakes in how he's played the tables.
Yeah, coulda, woulda, shoulda.
He shouldn't be, you know. I mean, I know he knows how to play these tables, but he's just not thinking right.
Well, this is still a testy 6 ball. You just got to get that line and get that cue ball in the right spot.
Yeah, this is a little tricky because you don't get on that 1 ball good. I don't think he's shooting a 2 ball unless he goes way long.
There you go. You know, this 10-foot table catches the guys out. They're not 100% used to it.
Well, this is a tricky situation. He's going to have to hit this with some speed. And normally you would just bump this and then shoot the 13 up in the corner, but the 6 ball's in the way. So you need to plan on the 13 ball coming over to the other corner at a minimum.
Yeah, somewhere this direction with the cut angle he's playing, it's going to go to the rail, it's going to come out, finish somewhere here, I would think, depending on the pace he plays this at.
Well, it'll go to the corner or further.
Oh, goodness me. I mean,
that was hit unbelievable speed. When I said you need to hit a little more speed, I didn't mean like that.
I mean, that
was like kaboom.
That was a capo shot, that one.
That sounded like a cannon shot. Well, the only thing good is he's got the situation now where
we've got
he can roll this and get on the 2 where he can bump the 10.
Well, that's what I was saying. We've got it all wrong. Semi was playing a safety there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't like that shot. I thought he could have just rolled that and got a little angle on the 2 on the side and then bumped the 10 ball off the 1. Instead, he's left himself in another have to perform situation. You know what? This 1 ball is pretty close to dead off this 10 ball. I think it is. I mean, I think he's going to have to cut it just a touch. But I think the 1 ball's dead off the 10.
Well, you could do that.
It doesn't matter.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Well, it's painful to watch, but I don't know what Semi was thinking with smacking those balls at that pace. I mean, that was never going to happen.
Well, this match is a mess. I mean, compared to the last match we saw with Larry and Spectre Don, this match is just a mess.
Yeah, well, I mean that was quality, but this is nowhere near that sort of standard.
Well, the thing is there haven't been that many missed balls. I mean, the problem has been just bad pattern play, bad decisions.
So, well, dare I say it, another dry break from Semi.
Yeah, that's almost like it's a rhetorical question. Did Semi make a ball? You can just assume no, the way this is going.
No, it ain't happening.
Looks like he's going to play the combo.
That's his new nickname, Semi Dry Break Pro.
Yeah. And honestly, I think this match would be about even if Semi had broken better. You don't know that for sure because you don't know if he would have screwed it up if he made balls, but you know for sure that you're not running out if you don't make a ball.
Yeah, but you've got to combine that with the fact that he's blown a handful of chances that he has had. And, that's by getting out of line and finding trouble. If trouble's there, Semi's finding it tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff is going wrong. Well, he came up a little short on that. He should be okay. I think he's probably going to let the cue ball run here.
Yeah, Semi-Pro's lost interest. He's in the stream now. You can tell that he's lost focus. Well, you've just got to think that Bedhead has to get good on this. What is it? Is that the 13 that's on the side there? Above the cluster of 3. I think that's the 13. So he has to get that one.
That goes in the corner, though.
See if it squeezes.
It'll go in the corner.
Oh, I can cheat the pocket, no problem.
Yeah. I mean, but it's not over till it's over. I mean, Semi can still win this. I mean, but it's not going to be completely in his control because Bedhead's going to get
now
multiple breaks.
This is tricky because if he's taking this 13, he's going to be leaving a cut on this 11, unless he takes a risk and stuns out and risks hooking himself, because the angle he has in this 13, the cue ball wants to run away to the right.
Yeah, I'd probably take this to the other rail and take the cut, but I mean, trying to fit between balls is usually not a good idea.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't like it.
I would shoot the 13 and try to bring it out. Although it's straight and, well, the problem is you can't hit it with speed. He'd have to go fit in between because you can't hit that 13 hard. I was thinking he could wham it, but he can't because of the angle. Well, that was well played there. He figured it out. The only problem here is you can't hit this real hard, and I'm not sure you even want to try to stun this ball.
I think he's just going to run over past the 6 and open up the 8 for the long pot. I don't think he's going to do anything fancy. Well, he might. He's lining up as if he is.
Yeah, he went forward, which is a good choice because that makes the pocket bigger. When you try to stun that or go back, and the pocket gets a lot smaller. Well, now is he going to shoot it in the side or the corner?
Yeah, side.
I think he has to shoot in the side, and he needs to put a little speed on this to make sure he gets to the end rail. Yeah, good shot.
Dragging away from avoiding a scratch. Bedhead one away with the break.
Well, Yep. Well, Semi is hoping to get some chances here.
Well, this will be the first miracle in the tournament. Getting out of this hole.
Well, it's possible. I mean, you know, it's going to have to start right now, or he's going to play good.
Bedhead's come up with a dry one. I don't think he's had that many dry breaks, Bedhead. Maybe a couple.
Yeah, he's had 2 or 3. Semi's had most of them.
Right, so, solids.
Yeah, there's really not a whole lot of trouble here. I mean, four ball was the biggest problem, and he just fixed that. So he should be good here.
7-4-3.
Yeah, 7-4-3-2-1 probably, but hey, sometimes you gotta change things based on how they're lying. That's critical. He gets on this 2 ball well, and he did. And he wanted to be pretty straight in on that, because that makes it simple, you know, going from the 1 to the 8, because he's going to have a pretty straight shot on the 1.
Oh, he needs to get. He needs to hit it.
That I would never have done it that way. I would have just stunned it and taken a little angle on the 1, and then another little stun draw and shot the 8 in the side.
Oh,
he's okay. All right. Well, that's the first step. He won that game. Now he needs to.
Now he needs a ball.
Break and run out.
Let's see where he's breaking.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if he clipped the head ball there or not, but it looks like a dry break.
Yeah, the 11 thought about it on the side, but nope.
Yeah, I think he needs a cue ball just a little closer to the long rail.
Well, Bedhead's had a look at the solids, but you've got that 3 ball up table, which you'd have to get in the short side of it.
I think you got to take the solids here. I mean, you don't have to, but
yeah, 14.
I would prefer the solids in this situation.
Now, I'm thinking whether he's got a bailout shot here if he tried. He's got an angle, he could try studding up for that that 3 ball.
I think he's more likely to play for the 1 ball here than he is the 3. Yeah, he can get on the 1 ball here with an angle. He can go to the 3. He can go 4-1 if he so desires. I don't know what he's going to decide to do, but this 4 is easy enough where he can get a real good angle on the 1 to come up for the 3 ball.
He could play a clever little combo off the 12 with the 3 if he was really flashy and brave.
You're thinking of 13. Yeah, the carom shot, he could.
Yeah, the 13, yeah. But,
that carom's not. That carom's a little touchy because it's a thin hit. You know, you're better off with a thicker hit. But I would be. Yeah, the 1 ball shot is tricky because you've got to hit it with a lot of low right. It's a real speed sensitive shot. He decided to go this way and he hit it really well. Well, this is the shot here. He's got to get an angle where he's got a reasonable shot on the 1. think he's done it.
Yeah, I think he can. I think he can. Well, he may well just be aiming for the short rail to make sure he gets there and is able to see the two. I mean, he doesn't want to be. Yeah, he's managed to come down in behind them, so that'll do it. And now, don't hook yourself in the 10.
Yeah, it's
Or the 14, sorry.
it's just speed control now.
Big area to get into though. Big target area. So, it's Bedhead to face Stubb.
Yeah, well, let the nuking begin.
Yep. But of course, it's not over for Semipro. He's going to have to deal with Larry, and if Larry's on similar form, it could be a problem. So well done to Bedhead.
Yep.
Hopefully the break will start working for Semipro, and he can still survive and come through. So that is it for tonight, folks. Obviously the other matches are going to be arranged at some point. When that'll be, I don't know, but hopefully I'll be able to get them. So thank you for joining. Thanks to Steve for his company, and hopefully Twitch will fix itself for the next time. Next time, that's unusual, Twitch playing up. But anyway, I will see you later.
Thanks, guys.
And see you later, Steve.
Right.
And good
Good
night.
night.